Hello, beautiful souls. Today we're going to be connecting with the energy of Leo, and I've got my citrine crystal here so I can connect to the energy. First, I'm just going to cleanse it with my incense. Okay, in the cards here. Another beautiful day here in Perth. Beautiful sunny skies, very warm. Okay, let's see now. Spirit guides, bring me protection whilst I do this reading. Bring me answers to Leo and what Leo needs to know today. Any messages here for Leo today? First of all, I see that you have the Four of Pentacles out. So, Four of Pentacles is a card where you're holding on. You're holding on to money, probably feeling in a little bit of a lack mindset. Let's see what else. What other messages does Spirit have here today? Any messages here for Leo today, please? Cards coming out quite fast today. Keep going so that I can get an overall vibe on what's happening for you today, Leo. Okay, so we'll start here. So let's have a look and see what we've got today. Okay, so it looks as though you've had a lot of trials and tribulations happening in your life. A lot of lack mindset going on. That's okay. That's all going to come to an end soon because we have the Hierophant and the Tower, both major arcana cards. So when we have the Hierophant, he's talking about where you're, building up a intuition, getting a bit more spiritual. And the Tower, as we know, is a card where things have been built on dodgy foundations. So it's not a bad card at all. It's a card of transformation. So everything that you have been doing that isn't serving your higher good is going to come crashing down, as you can see here. But that's in order for you to build up let's move this incense a bit, it's going up my nose. That's in order for you to build a new foundation. So we need to build foundations on solid ground. When we build things on solid ground and we have some structure in our lives, that's when we can build things up and they become healthy. Now, you also have the Strength card here, which is showing that you've got building up some resilience. Yeah, I do see a little bit here of some mindset. You've got the Two of Swords here. The Two of Swords is saying that, you're a little bit stuck in your head. See how these crows like chirping right in the ear hole. Yeah, and she's got her hand up and she's trying to pull the blindfold off and get these crows away. So with the Strength and the Two of Swords together, this is showing me that you're building up some mental strength here, some mental clarity. Yeah, you're ready to walk away from something that's not serving you anymore. This could be emotionally, and you're ready to step into the energy of the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is very nurturing, very emotionally intelligent. So basically, from what I can see here, is that there's been a lot of lack mindset going on, but you're coming away from that. You're stepping into some different energies now, some more loving energies. Let's see what else we have for Leo today. Any more messages here for Leo? I'm using the Lightseers Tarot, which is my favourite deck. I love the images on the Lightseers Tarot, they're beautiful. Okay, Spirit, do we have any more messages here for Leo today? What messages are there for our Leos today? It's really warm here today. I think all week it's been in the 30s, so it's very warm. Messages here for Leo. Messages for Leo, please. Messages for Leo. Okay, so on the bottom of the deck we have the Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles, as you can see, planting some seeds here, and they're just starting to grow. So this is usually regards to finances or your stability or career, your home life. You've been planting some seeds and doing some manifesting, and so now those ideas are all starting to come to the surface. Okay, so what I can see here is, we have quite a few court cards coming out here. So you have the Page of Swords, which is showing that you're beginning to get some new ideas coming in, which is very good, because you then have the Knight of Swords. Well, I look at him as like, see, he's running away. It's like that's showing to me that any old mindsets, you're trying to like let go of. Yeah. You also have the King and the Queen of Pentacles. So that shows me a partnership, and the Ten of Pentacles, which, as you can see, is a happy, stable life. So with the King and the Queen of Pentacles and the 10, that shows to me that you've got a good foundation at home, in your home life. But again, you've got some more swords, but you've got quite a lot of swords cards coming out here. And now the swords are all about your thoughts, your thought patterns, your mindset. And so we have quite a few swords in your reading today. We have the King of Swords, which is like saying that it would really benefit you to work on your mindset, get rid of negative thought patterns that might be coming in. If you feel like you're talking to yourself in a really critical way, change the narrative in your mind. If you find yourself saying horrible things to yourself, like, oh, I'm so stupid, or, I can't do this, you need to stop that thought instantly and change it to a good thought of, yes, I can do anything I put my mind to. I'm not stupid, I'm very clever. Change it to the opposite of whatever it is that's popping in. Be kind to yourself. Here we have the Six of Swords as well. So the Six of Swords is where you're kind of, again, moving away slightly from this mindset, but you're still not quite there. You're trying to tame it. See how she's got the crows attached to the front of the boat, and some of them have flown away, but there's still turbulent waters, there's still some stormy weather, so there's still some work that you need to do on your mindset here. If you do this, I think it will bring you much more mental clarity. You'll be able to work through any issues you have in your life much better. Let's see now. Let's do some clarifying here with my Witch's Tarot. Right. Messages for Leo, please. Can we please clarify some of these cards? We have a lot of sword cards. Can we clarify these sword cards, please? Okay. So we have the Six of Pentacles here. Six of Pentacles is card of like generosity. So it's like sharing the love, sharing what you do have around. So like when you share around what you have, and you don't sit in that feeling of I don't have enough. When you just are grateful for everything that you do have today, and you're able to feel like you can share that around, even if it's just, giving $1 to somebody who's homeless, or putting $1 into the little charity box at the shop. Sometimes when you share, the universe seems to bring things back to you. So when you selflessly share, then that will come back to you tenfold. So it's saying, like at the beginning where it said with the Four of Pentacles, where you're holding on tightly, thinking that, you haven't got enough. Don't sit with that energy. Sit and look at all of the things around you you do actually have right now. Like there's so many people in the world who don't even have running water, or toilets to go to, or showers, drinking water, things like that. There's electricity. There's so many things we take for granted every day. So if you try and do some gratitude where you're grateful for the things in your life that you do have, and it doesn't mean, like, a lot of people, when they do their gratitude, in their mindset, they're thinking about, oh, I don't have enough money, I can't afford this, blah, blah, blah. But when you're getting into the gratitude and being grateful for what you have now, when you sit and think about everything that you do have now, your health, beautiful children, a loving partner, a good job, if you haven't got any of those things, there's always something you can find. You could have a wonderful mother, you could have a really good friend, you could have a really good skill that you have to offer. There's always something within yourself that you can feel grateful for. So bear that in mind. I was just jiggling the table because I was leaning on it while I was shuffling. So if it went jiggly there, I'm moving away with my arms on the table. Okay, now what other messages do we have here for Leo today? We also have the Queen of Cups. So the Queen of Cups in this image, she's actually manifesting. She's manifesting from her heart space. So if you're trying to manifest something in, then now's a good time to keep on working on that. Maybe do some meditating, sit quietly in your own space. Again, we have the Ten of Swords. This is like a feeling like you've been betrayed, stabbed in the back, but it's also an ending. So it's an ending of a thought pattern. So because of all of the swords that you've got here, this is showing that if you really work on your mindset, you can bring that negative, critical talk to an end. Because the Ten of Swords is an ending. It's an ending and a new beginning. So stabbing it in the back. And he's also got swords hanging stuck in the back of his head, look. So it's saying, get rid of those thoughts, get rid of those negative, critical thoughts and replace them with good thoughts. It sounds like so easy to say, but if you practice it every day, then you'll find, say, it takes 28 days to form a habit. After a month, you'll find that you're talking to yourself less critically every single day. It really does make a difference. You fully become aware of the way that your mind's working. A healthy mind is one of the strongest, best assets that you could possibly have. Okay, let's now do some more clarifying here. Can we clarify the Queen and the King of Pentacles, please? Queen and the King of Pentacles. Do it. Please bring me through some answers here for all lovely Leos today. Any cards coming out today? Okay. Sometimes they don't want to come out on their own. Sometimes they just want me to deal them out. So let's have a look and see now. We've got on the bottom of the deck, we have the Magician. So the Magician is a card of manifesting. It's a card of magic, really. It's like it's showing you, if you have a look on the image here, it has all of the 4 different elements of the suits of the tarot. So you have the cups, which are your emotions. You have the wands, which is your creativity, your passion. You have the swords, which are your intellect, your mind. And you also have the pentacles, which is your finances, your stability. So the Magician has all of those tools, and you as a person, you possess all of those tools within you. You just have to draw them out from within. See how he's using his wand? So you have the power to manifest anything in your life that you want to. So it's saying that now's a really good time, basically, to get manifesting. Here with the Queen of Cups as well. Right. See. Okay. Else is here. So you have the Empress, the Lovers, and the King of Swords again, and the Queen of Swords. Okay. So this would be like another clarifying this relationship. You've got the Lovers here, and you've also got the King and the Queen of Swords together. So basically, if you are in a couple, then it's a good time, I would suggest, with the Empress as well, as a nurturing energy, that maybe work together as a team. If you don't have a partner right now, maybe a friend. Do some of this work together. Do some of this mindset work together. Ask each other every day. What have you been thinking about? What have you had any of those thoughts? Write them down. Work as a team. The King and the Queen of Swords, and you had the King and the Queen of Pentacles. To me, that shows that there's definitely like a really good partnership in your life at the moment. With the lovers as well. Again, the lovers aren't just a romantic partnership. The lovers can be a friendship as well. Okay. I'll just see if there's anything else that wants to come out. But I'd say, work together, work as a team. That will really help you to and with the King and the Queen of Swords, it will help you to develop a really good, strong mindset. Okay, anything else here for Leo today? Okay, you've got a lot of kings and queens out here. So now you've got the King and the Queen of Cups. Again, this is showing me that you have got a really good foundation of a relationship here with somebody, whether it be your partner, as I said, or whether it be a friend. There's someone in your life right now that is very like you're matching together. Like if you work together, you'll come to a really good match here. Okay, I'm just going to see. I've got these sacred destiny cards here. Just trying to do the smoke and some here a bit. Okay, these just give a bit of they're oracle cards. They give a bit more clarity onto the readings. See if there's any particular messages that you need that will help you here. Okay, any messages here for Leo, please? Messages for Leo, please. Spirit guides, come through. Bring me any answers that I need to hear for Leo, please, that I may share with these beautiful souls. Some days the cards fly out, other days they just don't want to come out. So let's have a look and see now. Okay, these are good. So you have the fulfillment card. This is saying that see, there's a fruit and then there's the moon there as well. This is saying that you can have a fulfilling life. You just need to pick the fruit from the tree and eat it, basically. You've got some really good message cards here. One of them here is called potential, and the other one here is going forward. So there's a really good vibe going here, moving forward for you. Going forward, it's like if there's anything, basically, from what I'm getting from this, is if there's anything in your past that's going around in your head, remember the power of now. Right now is all that there is. Everything that's happened in the past has already been and done, and you can't change it. It's happened. Tomorrow hasn't happened yet, so the future you cannot predict, you cannot control. It hasn't happened yet. All that there ever is in life is this moment right now. What I said 5 minutes ago, it's in the past. Right this moment, right now. Try this practice. This will probably help you to get some mental clarity as well. So, remembering what I just said, that we just have now, sit quietly with that thought, let it sink in, that is how it is. We only have this moment right now, and just sit quietly with that thought. It's a good way to help when you have anxiety as well, to bring yourself back into the present moment. Just as a tip. So bring yourself into the present moment. As you do that, you'll start to feel okay. You'll feel like there isn't anything to worry about. I am okay right now. Any bad thoughts will start to lift away. When the bad thoughts lift away, that's when good thoughts come in. That's when you can align with the universe and any potentials for your future, or anything that you might want to get started with, or any new projects. That's when things like that clarity will come in, and you'll be able to look forward. Going forward here, you'll be able to look forward with a much more positive mindset. So that, Leo, is about all we have for today. If you would like to have a personal reading, I'll leave my email address in the description below so that you can send me an email to make a booking. I am working on my website at the moment, so soon we'll be able to book straight through there for personal readings. And I shall be doing readings for April in the next coming weeks. Have a wonderful day.